mimicking English is always good. Many times we try to modulate our voice because once we grab some grammar rules or we learn vocabulary or we learn structure or idiom, phrase, whatever comes to speak fluently or spontaneously. Then, after a certain level or after a point or threshold, we need to modulate our voice because when we speak, it should be neutral. It should not be like lengthy. Each word it has its own taste, or when it comes to pronunciation, it helps a lot in that. So how we can get rid of this? Because ultimately, once after getting the proficiency or after getting the fluency, that problem occurs. And that problem is when somebody is speaking, how they are speaking that nicely, what the taste they have, or what the way they have developed, or there comes a lot of doubt persists until we reach to the consequences or reach to the root cause. So sometimes the root cause is a few layer deep like onion, so we need to peel it out. Similarly here in English, we gain fluency, it's spontaneous, we are able to narrate the situation or we are able to portray or speak or share idea that we have in our mind. But what next? What next cause a problem or doubt? That comes the neutral way of speaking or the way of saying, because now we have gained the way of speaking or way of saying, but that is fluency that we were hankering after or we were running to get that or we were worried. So now once we grab that, so what next? The next comes how to say that, not how to say, I mean the structure of vocabulary or grammar. No, I'm talking about the way to produce the sound, the way to share the thought, the way the sound comes. That is called voice modulation. So it's not easy. It happens, this problem occurs with all non-native people because when we start speaking, I mean just we are speaking in our native language or our mother language. This is very common for everybody. So we are what we have been speaking in our native language or in our mother tongue, and that is since childhood. So it becomes a hardwired in our mind, the way we are interacting with people, the way we talk with somebody. So every time, all the time, until the young or whatever time we have like the environment where we ingrain the way of speaking or we ingrain the how to say the word and how expression goes and how in dialect goes. But now, because every language has its own taste, and especially when it comes to English, so it's not our language, it belongs to other country. So how they speak, how what way they means how the rhythm or dialect they use to share. Now we need to learn that. Or when it comes to like company or when it comes to proper pronunciation or right way to narrate, or like you want to apply in some native company or you want to get some opportunity in some company, there they are not concerned about uh, your way of saying or about your action. They are more concerned that what you want to share or what you want to say, that should be quite neutral. So quite neutral means the way you are speaking, the each word that you use, or the use sentence, all the structure, all paragraph, whatever thoughts is in your mind. If you are gonna speak or exhibit or reveal or express your thought, so that should be very clear. It's not that somebody is grappling, hey, what did he say? Or somebody is hitting their head, oh my god, I could not understand. Because we gain fluency does not mean that fluency should be in our local dialect or the way we have been using as per our mother tongue. No, at that time, the way company or the people wants from an applicant or a candidate is everything should be neat and clean, or you are able to eloquent, or you are able to express eloquently, transparently. So that is what each sentence or each thought that you want to deliver, either it is one on one, or you are sitting in meeting, or you are presenting some data. So in each way it demands, or like the expectation of people is that it should be very explicit, very transparent, or explicit, transparent, clear, so that, or only these all things makes your communication persuasive, intriguing. Yeah, so once we gain that skill, or once we gain how to say and all the structure, all the rule, not all the, but especially like we gain an advanced level in English, how to speak, how to write, then that obstacle comes. Because you want, or everybody want, to have a level where people appreciate, or people should not think or stumble listening your idea. So when you speak, somebody should be like explicit, or somebody should be, or your communication should be enticing or captivating, so people are engrossed listening you. Instead, they are fiddling with something when you are speaking, because you are speaking or you are spoken is not appropriate. So people are understanding this as tedious. So the way sometimes our performance is counted like lackluster or lacking confidence, that gradually slides our confidence level. So yes, if we are speaking, or if we are discussing with somebody, or looking the people, they are not too receptive. So somewhere we are human, we understand by looking at them that they are not so concerned, or they are not seriously listening to me. To come to the pace, or to come to the right dialect, or to come to the proper way, how to make it impressive, persuasive, or captivating, we must understand where and what we are lacking, and why people are not sitting with attention or listening to me, engrossed in my conversation or presentation. So this challenge may come in everybody who is not native or practicing how to speak English. So be alert that grabbing advanced level is not so easy. It's not a piece of cake. It's a hard nut to crack. So be sure that every aspect, or every stepping stone, or everything that basically leads to the proper or advanced communication skill, we are not missing. We are not in hurry. We are not in taking any shortcut. We are not falling behind in any of these steps. So we are precise, or we are explicit. Nothing is persisting that down the line we are going to regret. So be specific. If anything, any obstacle is there, we must conquer it. We must find what drawbacks, what pitfalls are in my communication. So if anything comes, we must conquer. We must try to eradicate it, get rid of this, because we know that if we have attained a great level, it means we have nailed all the tasks, and there is no harm in to finding our problem, to getting to know our drawbacks. So that is one of the right way. Making mistake is not a big deal, because without making mistake we cannot come to the conclusion, or we cannot improve, we cannot get a chance what problem we are making, so that we can gradually work on that and eradicate it. So let situation persist, let adverse situation comes, let hurdle comes during the journey, but we are the one who need to get out of this, who need to work on it, so that what target we had or we had thought in our mind, one day we are gonna get rid of this. Yes, getting rid of it is not easy, but again and again working on it, it makes a piece of cake. So thank you.